Hello everyone, it's me, Logan. I am back. We are doing part 5 of Creating Spooky Town 2026. Okay, after the end of part 4, let's see, it's only been one day. I couldn't help myself, I got back into it, and some stuff has happened, so I have started to put in landscaping in the graveyard in the middle here, as you can see, and things are just placed. They're not glued down. As you can see, this tree is falling over. Just getting a feel for how I want the landscaping to look and everything. And I figured today I could talk about how I do my wiring and lighting. As you can see, I have finished pretty much almost all my lighting for the middle cemetery that does not involve buildings. We have a street light down there, street light here, our cemetery entrance, haunted mansion style candles, 2 street lights on this side as well, and then a central lit up figure, and then the pulsing light in the rest in peace mausoleum there. So that's pretty much all we have for the middle. Like I said in the past, I did get some comments on how I approach my lighting, and there's 2 ways that I do it. The first way I will explain involves Lemax and battery packs and plugs. When you purchase a Lemax battery accessory, I cut off my other street lamps, and I'll explain later, but this street lamp pack comes with a pack of 4. They're not overly expensive, they're under $20, and as you can see here, it has the off button, the power adapter button, and the battery pack. So this is a battery pack, and attached to it is a plug right here for a 4.5 volt wall adapter. And what I basically do is, the 4.5 volt adapter for the wall is the one that comes with many buildings. It has an extra little prong here because Lemax does make accessories and buildings that have a higher voltage, and this is a lower voltage one, so you want to get the plug that has the splitter in it. And what I do is I buy from online, from anywhere like Michael's or from any hobby store, I buy the 4.5 volt power adapter that has the 3-part splitter. So I will plug this into there, and then I'll have 2 more. And so for instance, with my village here, there is 12, I believe, or 16 street lamps. So that means there's 4 packs of street lamps if I have 16. And so that means that I have 1 wall plug with the 4.5 volt splitter for the 3 things. And then I have 1 extra wall plug that I plug into this one on its own. And I cut them so that I can wire them into the foam. As you can see here, I haven't placed any landscaping around this one, so you can see the white cords poking through, but I cut them and rewire them into the battery pack and the wall adapter plug so that I can hide them in my foam. I want to get a wire cutter like this. It goes from 20 millimeters or 0.8 millimeter all the way up to 2.6 millimeter. These cords for these Lemax accessories are so small that you don't even actually need to use any of these holes. You can just crimp at the top here where there's no number. You can just press very lightly and then pull, and it will pull the wire out like that. And don't be scared wiring these back together. When you pull them off like this after crimping it, you'll see what I'm talking about. Let me show you. There we go. Can you tell that one is more red than the other? The bottom one here has a copper wire in it, and that's how I know that I will be wiring my red back to red and then the black back to black. It doesn't matter what's negative and what's positive as long as you wire these back together. So this would attach to another street lamp in one of my bases. I would just wire them back up together, and then I would just use black electrical tape wrapped around it like this to keep it secure. In the past, I was soldering them back together, but I found that it was not good for expansion, and honestly, the black tape does its job and keeps everything nice and safe. You just have to make sure you wrap it really well. If you want more length in between two of your accessories, say you have two lampposts and they have a nice big space in between and this cord isn't long enough, I bought this cord on Amazon. I can link it below. It's just a very simple black and white wire. I believe it is the 0.8 millimeter or 20 gauge. And basically all you do is split it. The black side goes to the black side, and then you can wire the red side to the red side, just like this. So you would twist these together, put the electrical tape on it, and then you'll have more space in between your two accessories, and you're good to go. Say you want to take your lighting a little bit further, like I have with these custom candles or the custom green breathing LED light in the mausoleum there. I can absolutely show you how to do that. I do not take any credit for this method. I learned it all from Spooky Villages by Carl, and he really kind of got me kicked off on this style of lighting. You'll need to do this as well as your electrical tape, your wire cutters, and then your standard wire here, and it's pretty straightforward. The company that I use is called Evan Designs, as you can see here. For my invoice, they make hobby LEDs, so really tiny LEDs all the way up to like moderately sized ones. I keep all of my extra bags here from all of the LEDs that I bought. I have so many left over still, as you can see. And it's really simple once you get, like, I would say your starter kit going. So besides these tools, what you'll need is this, it's either a 3-volt or 6-volt. I can't remember off the top of my head. I will show you the screen recording. But this this wire kit with this on-off switch like this has a little button. I always tape it down while I'm testing stuff. And then when you're on the website, you can look, oh, okay, so it's 3-volt. This is a 3-volt DC plug. They have the size all the way from Z to Pico, Nano, Chip, Mega, and then they have bulb LEDs that go from 1.8 millimeter all the way to 5 millimeter. I have personally noticed that within Lemax pieces themselves, they use a 1.8 millimeter and the 3 millimeter. Sometimes they use these tiny little like Pico Nano ones when they have like flashing lightning and things like that they want to hide it in buildings. But they will send you this with your first order, and it really just helps to show you the size of the lights. Clearly they're very tiny. I have gotten almost every single size of these except for the Z, the Mega, and the 5 millimeter. Everything else in the middle I have ordered for certain things, and I will explain that to you. Within those sizes, they have all certain types of bulbs. For instance, you can see I got the quick burst strobe light in the nano size. I have gotten the Pico size green bulb, and here it says, you can see it says voltage 3-volt DC. So when you buy this 3-volt DC wall adapter, you can plug all of your lights that you get from Evan Designs into this one switch. I have put maybe 50 bulbs onto this thing, and it has been just fine. I don't remember exactly how many you can run on there, but I'm trying to see here. Anyway, yeah, so you can plug in all of the lights that you buy from Evan Designs onto here, as long as they're the 3-volt DC bulbs. So they have all different types, all different colors. I have flickering ones, I have solid ones, I have strobing ones, you know, ones that fade in and out like they're breathing, like you saw with my mausoleum. And again, those all can plug into this same thing, and this is fairly cheap. So when you order the bulbs, they come just like this. This one does have some grass stuck to it, but they come just like this. Basically a bulb, sometimes they have a little transistor, and then they have the red and black cords. And just like earlier, if you need more space between your LED and the plug, you can use some of your cord here. Just match up black to black, red to red, and black to black, red to red on here, and you're good to go. So for instance, I can show you, I will twist this one bulb onto here, and I will show you what that looks like. As you can see, this is a green breathing kind of bulb. It fades in and out, very fun. So as you can see with these, since you can buy so many of these and they're very cheap, they're like $1, $2, that you can really do whatever you want and you can make any sort of piece your own. So I have that one. I could show you a couple more if you're interested in seeing what else. When I'm done explaining how I do this, I will show you in my village some examples of how I've used this to my advantage to make a piece cooler than I think it came out of the box. So this is a red breathing one here. And then I just wire these up through the foam base, and I will glue them into place with a little super glue or hot glue depending on the application. You just gotta get crafty and think outside the box with your pieces. It's truly that simple. If you live out of the United States, I'm sure there are equivalent websites that do this sort of thing. But just be careful, since you're dealing with electricity. When you're done putting these lights on like this, you know, really wind up this electrical tape. You don't want to cause any short circuiting or anything. So just follow these steps and you will be good to go. I will say that I am not a professional, so this is what I do. For all I know, it could be incorrect, but this is what I do. I've not run into any problems in a couple of years now, so you should be good to go. So you might be thinking, where can I use these type of LED lights? Well, for instance, you can put them in a building like this that just has a regular bulb, and we'll turn it into this kind of creepy green glow that matches, you know, a part of your building. You could make statues with candles like I did here, with these orange flickering bulbs. I think they look amazing, look really cool at nighttime. Some other examples would be this Dragon's Lair Potions and Bar. I put a flickering bulb in the window down here. There is an orange flickering bulb inside, and then I even put a little black light bulb on the outside that is covered with a tiny, tiny, tiny piece of electrical tape, so it doesn't shine out at the viewer, but will shine down at the sign. I also put in that mini strobe light up at the top, so you could see it by the dragon. Looks like it's causing some ruckus. And then I also put in a flicker bulb here with the Haunted Mansion stretching portrait lady. Right here, I even have an idea to make a little foam base that will point the light upwards where I want it. And then I have a black light in here, and this can shine up on anything. I plan on putting it in the front here so it shines up at these pillars. So there's a little bit more moody lighting than I originally had there. But that's basically my wiring tutorial. Again, I'm not a professional, but this is what I've learned from Spooky Villages by Carl and what I've just done over the past few years. I hope the tutorial was helpful, and we'll get on with the rest of the video now. It's now Monday. I don't remember what day it is, but it's Monday. It's the next day after the video I showed you yesterday, and I spent 6.5 hours working on this yesterday. I'm not even kidding, y'all. I am about 97% done with the village, as you can see. I even put some of my blow molds into place, and this area of the basement has been really cleaned up. And we have family visiting in 2 weeks, so I kind of really did want to get it looking at least a little bit presentable, but I did more than I thought I was going to yesterday with my time. So yeah, let me just explain basically what I all did and where we're at. This will probably be the second to last video before I'm done with villaging for the season. There's a few things that I still want to do, and I will explain those as I go, but I'm feeling really good about this. It's looking pretty much how I envisioned it. It always ends up looking a little bit more busy than I would like, but when you have a lot of detail, that's kind of what happens. So every section can't look nice and quaint like this, because otherwise it wouldn't be a village. Oh, I have to turn the building on at the top there. Forget that one's not on one of the power adapters. There we go. The one with the fountain on it, which is really, it scared me because it wasn't working for like a couple minutes yesterday, but I had put more water in it, so it's good to go now. So you might be thinking, Logan, this looks pretty much finished. What could you possibly want to do? Well, let me explain. There's a flash, for some reason this bulb in the middle with the Haunted Mansion ornament figurine is flashing, and I don't really care for how it looks, so I would like to fix that. I will have to lift up this entire thing, so I'll have to take all these buildings off, which will be a mess. There's still some landscaping along the left side here that I haven't done. There's still some like bare hills that have nothing on them. I would like to add some bushes and some leaves like I did with these parts. And there's just some finessing in the graveyard I would like to do. It still looks a little bit too, I don't know, clean, I guess, because of how I glued all the gravel down and everything. I mean, don't get me wrong, I'm obsessed with it, but I feel like it still needs a little something. If you could possibly tell me what that little something is, I would love to know, because I'm having trouble figuring it out. Other than that, I'm super happy with everything. Oh, and then along the back, I need to add like a big black curtain, just so that there's a black space for the eyes to rest. I don't like being able to see the wall, basically, behind the village, but other than that, I'm feeling really happy about it. Got all my figurines out yesterday. They're looking lovely. I even forgot that I put headlights on this car. I thought they were white. They're green, which is really fun. Really kind of matches the vibe over here, the kind of neon nightlife vibe, which is awesome. So that looks good. Yeah, there's not really too much else I want to do, but other than some landscaping, which I could probably do right now, but I don't really feel like it. So that's gonna be it for this video. I hope you all have enjoyed watching this next part here. I will follow back up with y'all when it's finished, I guess, which might be in a couple weeks. But from here on out, I will be making other content on this channel, probably other Halloween related content, other things possibly. I really love music, and I keep talking about how I want to talk about music on this channel, but I haven't done it yet. But maybe it'll be coming finally. We'll see. I'm not too sure yet. I like making the Halloween content. Y'all seem to enjoy it, so miniatures is where my heart is at. And since I've cleaned this side of the office downstairs now, as you can see, the whole thing looks much better. These are my 5 buildings that are not being used, which maybe I could make another mini diorama. They don't go together, like any of these, they don't have the same kind of vibe at all. So maybe I won't, but maybe I will, I don't know. I also have this Haunted Mansion little like book nook diorama that I am gonna build. My friend bought me that for my birthday, which I love her very much. She knows me so well. A miniature that's creepy, yeah, she knows me pretty darn well. So other than that, I think that's it for this part, you guys. I'm feeling really happy and successful with this. I just came down here to look at it. I'm like, man, I gotta tell them what's going on. So all right, we'll see you in the next part. Goodbye.